And the total area of the Forbidden City is 72 hectares. 1 hectare equivalent to about 2.4 acres. And one of the largest and best preserved royal palace in the world. And 72 hectares, that's which is equivalent to the size of 90 football fields.
90 football fields.
Yes, and the Forbidden City houses 9,317 rooms altogether in this area. In this 9,317 rooms altogether in this complex. And if one wants to experience one individual room on a daily basis, it's gonna take like 25 years. Okay, but today we're going to visit the most important ones, which are built along the central axis, and you can go a little bit westward to see the Empress Mother's living residence in this area, and go a little bit eastward to see those palaces where those ladies live. Okay?
And how many people live there?
It depends, about several thousand.
Okay.
There are a lot of people, they work in the Forbidden City, but they live outside the Forbidden City, in the Imperial City, in this area. And the Forbidden City, that is divided into two parts, the outer court and the inner court. The outer court, this area were the places where for the emperors to hold the important celebrations, like the birthdays, the winter solstice, the Chinese New Year. But they do not come to this area very often. They spend most of their times in this area, in the inner court, where their empresses, the concubines, and the ladies live. They spend most of the times in this area, in the inner court. Okay? And the construction of the Forbidden City started in 1406. Started from this emperor, Emperor Zhu Di, in the Ming Dynasty, from this emperor. This gentleman who moved the capital from Nanjing to Beijing. Nanjing was the former capital of the Ming Dynasty. This gentleman who moved the capital from Nanjing to Beijing and built the Forbidden City. The construction of the Forbidden City involved in 1 million laborers and 200,000 artisans. They spent 14 years to build the whole complex, 14 years. And started from this emperor, there were 14 Ming emperors living in the Forbidden City. And when he passed away, he passed his throne to his son, and then grandson and great-grandson, and continue to this emperor for 200 plus years. And this was the last emperor in the Ming, Chongzhen, Emperor Chongzhen. He ruled the country for 17 years, but he encountered some big problems during his ruling period, like natural disasters. And we call that period as the Little Ice Age, Little Ice period, when a lot of crops failure. Caused bad weather, the Little Ice period caused the failure of the crops, and a lot of wars broke out during that period. In April 1644, those peasant uprising army, they were attacking the Forbidden City, and this emperor got so desperate when he tried to summon his ministers and officials, tried to fight those people off, but nobody responded. He felt so hopeless and went up to the hill, which located behind the Forbidden City, and committed suicide out there, which marked as the end of the Ming Dynasty. That was on April 24th, 1644, the end of the Ming Dynasty. And then those peasant uprising army, they took over the Forbidden City and occupied this place for 28 days. Later on, those Manchurian people, they came from northeast of China, and then they came to Beijing and defeated those peasant uprising army, kicked them out of the Forbidden City, and then they took over the city of Beijing. Actually, they occupied the whole country and started a new dynasty, which is called the Qing Dynasty. Dynasty which goes on and on and on for 267 years until to this emperor, the last emperor in the Qing Dynasty, Emperor Puyi.